Hello, my friends. I did want to speak with you a little bit about what's been going on this past week. Now, what's going on with us right now is a bit of doctoring with Moose. The past week, we've had some visits with doctors, and we're having some more tests done, but something's going on. And we have something on Friday, some more testing. And I will keep you up to date when we know about it. But he is feeling fine. It's just something we want to have checked out. And uh, we're not upset about anything. You know, at 88 years old, Moose has a funny saying. What is it, Moose?
If the skeeters don't get you, the gators will.
Do you remember that one, right?
1950s song, yeah.
Yeah, it's a song, you said, a 1950s song. If the skeeters don't get you, the gators will. So at 88, we're still trying our best to be upbeat and carry on. It's getting difficult. I have to admit that. My energy is waning. In fact, I have some more tests coming up myself in several weeks, and to figure out this energy loss. And although we're both on B12 now, you know, as you get older, your energy will go. But the mobility has to be there in order to keep your life going. You have to keep your spirits up no matter what, because we are so grateful for the life that we've lived. And I was talking to someone the other day about aging and not getting depressed about it. If you have reached your 80s, you know you've probably outlived most everyone else. In fact, the percentages are extremely high that most of your family probably even and friends are probably disappearing quickly. So you know that all your wonderful memories and everything are in the larger side of your life. And it's not a sad thing. It's part of God's plan. And we just have to look forward to as many more days as we might have. And I know many of you are suffering in great pain and earlier than you want to, some of you even in your 60s and 70s, when life is supposed to be opening up. You're retiring and you can live your life the way you want to live it. And I feel for you, my friends. I pray for you. And I know that it's hard on you with the pain, but hang in there. Try and be as positive as you can and grateful for what we've had. So I will keep you up to date on what's going on with Moosie and myself. So in this video, you'll see a little bit of our fading summer garden, except for the tomatoes. I did a lot of pruning the other day on the tomato plants because you couldn't see all my tomatoes, and I was afraid I was missing them. Oh boy, can you see that big beef? That is another, probably one of my bigger ones. I haven't gotten giant ones except on the big beef. And a few little ones in there too. But that one I think is about ready to be picked and put in my little box with the bananas. And something awful happened yesterday where, well, no, it was the day before. And as I was pruning, I would see more tomatoes in the middle of the plants. And I thought, oh, this is good. I can see the tomatoes now, so I can pick them just when they start to ripen. Well, I realized that somebody else probably can see them too. Our little squirrel friend. I don't know because we haven't seen him lately. But there was one that was my biggest beef, you know, the big beef ones. And 3 days ago, it was reddish enough with some green to pick and then ripen inside the way I've been ripening them in the box with the bananas. And so I thought, nope, I won't pick it today, but I can sure see it. I won't miss it. Tomorrow I'll pick it. Can you believe that when I went out to find, this is the second time this has happened to me, my friends. I went out to pick it and it was gone. I looked all over. I thought, nope, is it in this plant? Was it on this one? Went back. And then I remembered I had taken a picture of it and I'll show it to you. I had taken a video and I went back to that particular plant. Nope, gone. So it's a big mystery just when they get that way. And I say, I'll wait one more day, somebody else naps them. But enough of that. This is one of my big beef ones, and I have one of my biggest tomatoes on there coming, and a little one, so I've trimmed that one down too. My basil is thriving. Look at the size of those leaves. Isn't that wonderful? 4 or 5, maybe about 7 down there still coming. That's wonderful. And down there as well, that bush, I don't know whether they're dahlias or what, I forget the name of it. Moosie can tell me, can't see my sign, is thriving. And I remember last year the same thing, going well into October and looking beautiful along with the mums. Have an assortment of mums here, still thriving. I love those colors, those are beautiful. But now I think I have my big job ahead of me. And maybe Aiden and I will do this one of these days, and we have to start separating all of those irises that Bonnie gave me from Idaho. Once again, they just grow too big for the pots. Last year, Brenda and I separated them. It took us hours, and we only planted 8 or 10 in each pot, and look at them all. So much for the fading summer garden, but it is beautiful. And Moose, what are the name of those purple things in the back that keep lasting throughout October and November? The big ones that we just pruned.
Bougainvillea?
No, not the bougainvillea. The big orange brush in front of it. Is that dahlia?
Zinnia.
Oh, zinnia. Oh, that big, and I've taken a picture of it. It's zinnia. I said it was dahlia, but it's not. The zinnias have been lasting like crazy and really making our garden a nice extension of the summer. But we've had it with summer. Here we are still going into 95, 98 degree weather. And as usual, this will continue a little bit into October. I hope not. But the reason that I am sitting in front of our lovely blue and white fireplace is because it is about to come down. You know, fall, the official fall day is the 21st, I believe, and we're approaching that. And although the weather is not acknowledging it, I have my fall ready to go, as you know, sitting outside.
Valentine's Day?
I know. No, we're not waiting till
Too
Valentine's.
early for that?
Yeah. So I think the blue is ready to come down. I've pulled out my blue tub with all my blue china in it. And although I hate to see it go because these are the tiles that I painted, oh, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago. And I cemented them on the fireplace. And I love the way it goes with all the blue. So we will give the ode to my blue china goodbye. And hopefully within one of the next videos, I'll do some redecorating with you and finally start some fall. Because if I don't get to it now, we will only have about 2 weeks of fall decor before we go into Christmas, right? In the meantime, tomorrow I have another grandparent day. This time it's Brinley, Bridget's little daughter. And once again, I am going to be the great grandparent. Don't know whether Moosie will go yet or not. This one is in a place that's not quite as accessible, wheelchair accessible. So maybe I might just show up. Plus, I do have to leave the house at 7 in the morning. And that's not Moosie time. Lately, Moosie time has been more like 9:30 or 10. So I might sneak out of the house and probably be back before he's even Honestly, I think time is flying so fast, I can't believe it. Now, the following comments are just a little bit of fluff to add to this, but honestly, it is something that is going around in my head, that's for sure. I want to talk to you about a tree. Well, we have a tree growing every year in the back of the house, and I think I told you there's a fairly steep hillside that the back of the house phases up, it goes up, but right at the bottom of the wall, there's a retaining wall there, is a tree that grows every year. Really, really high. it sprouts up and it goes up, up, up above, way up above the top of the cottage. If I can get around there, I don't know what it is. Taking pictures from the outside and the back, and you see it. And every year, Micah cuts it down. Well, I am convinced that this is my Jack and the Beanstalk tree. Now, I'm not about to climb it, and I don't expect any golden eggs to come flying down, but it is a strange tree. It has tremendous growth every year. Now, I don't know what Micah's going to have to do again this year, just chop it down to the bottom. But even the trunk is probably that big, which is pretty big for having grown in less than a year. Does anybody have any comments about a tree like this? Honestly, the leaves are about this big. They almost look like giant fig leaves, you know, on the fig plants. Does Jack in the Box really live here? Is there a giant way up there on top? Who knows? But pretty soon, Micah's going to be cutting it down again. I'm looking out my back bedroom window onto the hillside in the back, and I'm trying to show you my Jack and the Beanstalk tree. Do you see that? Going up, up, up. That's the one that's way up above the cottage, and those big fat leaves are part of it. What in him's name is this thing? Moosie just corrected me. He's not Jack in the Box. He's Jack in the Beanstalk. I guess you figured that by now. I was so intrigued with it that I forgot. Now, what does Moosie think about it? He thinks there might be a giant up there with something great to bring down to us, or at least fall down, right? So it's Jack and the Beanstalk tree, not a Jack in the Box tree. One of our favorite young grandboys is about ready to go back to school, and that's our Brendan, who lives right here in the big house with Colleen and Micah and their children. And he has been working very hard all summer. He's had a full-time summer job and visits with Moosie as much as he can. And so it's kind of sad. He goes back to school in October. No, Friday. And at least he's a little bit later than a lot of the other kids. They have all started back to school earlier than Brendan. But his next time home is probably maybe Thanksgiving. So we don't see Brendan as often once school year's begun. Aiden keeps coming and helping us. God love Aiden. And he keeps hammering away at the garden, whatever, and helping me here in the house. It's wonderful to have kids and grandkids helping us no matter what we're going through. We are so grateful and blessed. Thanks so much for watching our videos, my friends. Moosie and I very much appreciate all of you being here with us as friends and supporters. We'll see you real soon, and I will keep you up to date on what's going on with Moosie. Prayers will be loved. I love you all, and God bless us, everyone.